Live, the news that's as local news gets. News 12, Long Island.
The New York City police officer involved in a videotaped chokehold death of an unarmed black man will not face any charges. We are live at 6 o'clock. Good evening. I'm Stone Grissom.
And I'm Colleen McVeigh. We begin with a grand jury decision not to indict that New York City police officer.
Yeah, it's a decision that's threatening to inflame tensions already simmering in the city since the chokehold death of Eric Garner. News 12 Long Island's Alicia Laventure joins us now live from the newsroom. Alicia?
The NYPD officer won't face charges for putting a man in a deadly chokehold. A grand jury has declined to indict the officer. Officer Daniel Pantaleo taking down Eric Garner with a chokehold, a move that's barred by the NYPD.
For many, a stunning decision. Another grand jury deciding not to indict a police officer involved in a civilian death.
There would be no way that that officer would not be found guilty of something.
Teresa Sanders thought for sure Officer Daniel Pantaleo would be facing criminal charges after the medical examiner said this chokehold contributed to Eric Garner's death back in July.
I'm outraged that nothing, no charges at all.
I thought for sure he would be indicted for some offense, at least an assault or a criminally negligent homicide.
Bruce Barket is a criminal defense attorney.
You had a videotape, you had the use of what seemed to be excessive force, and you had a young man who lost his life for selling single cigarettes on the street.
But Monday afternoon, we learned a grand jury of 23 people found no probable cause to indict Pantaleo. The officer, who's been on modified duty, released a statement today saying, quote, "I became a police officer to help people and to protect those who can't protect themselves. It is never my intention to harm anyone, and I feel very bad about the death of Mr. Garner. My family and I include him and his family in our prayers, and I hope that they will accept my personal condolences for their loss." With the Ferguson grand jury decision still fresh on everyone's mind, Teresa feels there's simply no justice.
If you do something that causes the death of someone else, you should be held responsible.
Is the system flawed? Absolutely. Does it need fixing? Yes, it does. But I'm reluctant to say it should be fixed based upon the result in one particular case.
Now, the president of the New York City PBA defended the grand jury decision, saying, quote, "There are no winners here today." Attorney General Eric Holder says the Justice Department will conduct its own federal investigation into Garner's death. And Governor Andrew Cuomo also weighed in and is urging those who plan to voice their opposition to today's ruling to do so peacefully. In the newsroom, Alicia Laventure, News 12 Long Island. Colleen, Stone.
Okay, thank you, Alicia.